Hey, Perry, my friend. My name is Jeff Yalden. You don't know me, but we're about to become friends. You have a brother that really cares about you. He shared with me a little bit about what's going on, and I know right now you're probably seeking help, and that's good, Perry. On a professional level, I'm a youth motivational speaker and a celebrity teen and family life coach. I'm also a suicide prevention expert and trainer. On a personal level, like I am here with you right now, I'm one of those people that suffer from mental illness myself. I battle with depression and anxieties. I'm diagnosed with bipolar type 2 and PTSD. I have learned over the years not to live in my head anymore. You see, I don't like what my head says and what my head, I think many of us have this. Our head tells us we're not smart enough, we're not good looking enough, we can't date that girl, we can't get accepted to that college, I'm not capable of doing anything, I don't have your ability, your intelligence, I'm not as talented as other people. I've learned to live in my heart, Perry. And everything I do out of love. Perry, I want to ask you what you think happiness is. I know you're 16. I think you're 16. And I ask parents that question, what is happiness? And nobody's ever really given me this definition of what happiness. It's living in a nice house. It's making a lot of money. It's having a great job, having a bachelor's or master's or a doctorate's degree. It's going on vacations, driving a nice car, having a boat. Perry, when you suffer from mental illness like I do, and maybe you're feeling this too, every night I lay my head in the pillow and I ask 3 questions, Perry. First question I ask, is my life meaningful? Second question, is my life fulfilling? And number 3, is my life rewarding? You see, Perry, if you can't say yes to any of those 3 questions, I want you to have the courage to make a change in your life. I want you to find a purpose that's bigger than you, Perry. A purpose that gives you something to be passionate about, something that makes you enthusiastic. You see, I think we fail young people. We as parents, as teachers, coaches, I think we're part of the problem in today's society. We're asking young people as early as 16 years old, like yourself, hey, where do you want to go to college? What do you want to do? What do you want to study? What do you want to be? And so we do that to only live in the statistic today that 80% of kids are graduating from college and find themselves working in this field that has nothing to do with their degree. So then our kids have this sense of entitlement, thinking our parents told us that we're special and everything is supposed to work out. And at 28 years old, we find ourselves living in our parents' basement, watching late night television, sitting on a beanbag chair naked, eating Doritos, contemplating why things haven't worked out. Perry, life is hard. Life is not fair. Life will never be fair, Perry. And I know that suicide is an option. Sure, it's an option. It's an option for everybody. But it's not the solution. Because although suicide may take your pain away, it's transferred those that love you, your brother, your parents. Perry, don't ever give up. Don't ever walk away. For what? Someone may have said something. A girl may have broken up with you. Perry, this is just the beginning, man. I want you to pick yourself up, and every single day you go out in the world and you be willing to have people laugh at you and ridicule you and make fun of you and talk bad about you. But I'll tell you something, if you're willing to have people talk about you and make fun of you and ridicule you, then I also want you to be willing to go out there and be awesome. Tigers don't lose sleep to the opinion of sheep. Lions don't turn around to the bark of a little dog. And you might not think you're all these things: smart, strong, good-looking, capable. My success in life has had nothing to do with my ability and my intelligence. And personally, I think ability and intelligence is less what you're gifted with and more what you think. My success has come down to two things: choices and attitude, Perry. We make thousands of choices every single day. We choose to live, we choose to love, and we choose us. Choose me, choose you. Comes down to choices, Perry, and attitude. Like I told you, I suffer from mental health. I don't smile every day because I'm happy. I smile because I'm grateful. You have goals? You have a dream? We all do. Have you written them down? No? Well, you don't have goals then. You have a dream? Yeah? Have you written it down? Well, then you don't have a dream. You have a damn fantasy. And you know something, Barry? Everybody has fantasies. We wake up with fantasies. We go to bed with fantasies, but you got to write it down. You know what I did this weekend? I wrote down a dream and I wrote down a goal. 2016, I want a Ford Mustang GT 500 horsepower gunmetal gray black leather interior. I want the convertible. And you know what? I wrote it down. I put a picture next to it. I'm looking at it every day because that's what I'm working towards. What are you working towards, Perry? Work towards a purpose. Work towards life. And we ask our young people, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Who cares? Find something that you're passionate about, Perry, and go after it. Don't ever let anybody stop you. But your purpose is why you wake up, Perry. Your purpose is why you do the things you do. Your purpose is every day. And you know something? It could take 1 second to make a choice that could take you out of purpose. And for many people, it could take 30 years to get back in purpose. And for some people, and the reason I'm doing this video for you, it could take a choice to be out of purpose and to end your life forever. Suicide is a permanent action to a temporary problem. You know what the problem is? We have pain in our hearts, our emotions. These expectations are overwhelming, whether it's from our parents, or it's peer to peer. It's the pressures that we put on ourselves. We have expectations every day. And what do expectations do, Perry? They lead to disappointment. We become disappointed every day because our expectations are too high. Why don't you not have expectations then, Perry? And why don't you focus on the objective? When you walk into school, do you expect people to respect you? Or are you going to walk into school with an objective that you're going to give respect? And if people don't respect you back, that's not your issue. That's their issue. That's about them and their inadequacies. The problem is you and I and people, we give the power to people over our emotions. We give them the power to control our thoughts. Why? There are people that are searching for meaning and understanding and direction in life too. And as they're searching for it, they might build themselves up by bringing you down to show that they're better by comparison because it makes them feel better about themselves. I don't want you to give up. But you know what I want you to do right now, Perry? I want you to forgive yourself. And I want you to be thankful that this never came to an end. I want you to be thankful for where you are because you're getting the help you need by the professional people. Perry, listen to them. But the objective every single day, you go out in the world and you own it. And you be present. And you engage in friends and loved ones in your family. Perry, they're going to forgive you, man. They're going to be happy that you're doing okay. And they're there to inspire you and help you. And if you have pain in your heart, Perry, talk to people. Let people know what's going on, because we can't help you if we don't know. You see, when you live objectively, you'll never be disappointed. You know, my favorite friend, Perry, is the mirror. Because the mirror tells you more about you than you're willing to admit. The mirror will never lie to you. The mirror will hold you accountable. Yet it's funny because the mirror doesn't really talk back, but it does. Because when you look in the mirror, your soul is speaking loudly. And so many of us, we look in the mirror to see how our outfit looks or how our outfit fits. We look in the mirror to see if our hair looks okay. We look in the mirror to see if we've put on our makeup. We look in the mirror for this thing called a facade. Everything is on the outside. See, Perry, I want you to look in the mirror and look at who you are. And I promise you something, Perry, when you, me, when we start spending more time in the mirror looking at who we are, how we look will take care of itself. Accept yourself, Perry. And this isn't just me sending you a message, I'm lecturing you, Perry, no. I'm sharing with you how I live my life and what I need to do too. You see, we need to do it every day, Perry. I think that's why my purpose is helping and inspiring. I'm honored that your brother asked me to send his little brother a message. Loves you, man. Perry, I want you to write down your goals and your dreams. I want you to forgive yourself and take a deep breath, and I want you to go through the treatment that you need to go through with the people that you need to be with right now. I hope you give your mom and dad a hug. Tell them you love them. And I don't know what the root of all this is. I don't know, maybe, parents, we're not perfect. Friends, we're not perfect. We try and do the best we can. And sometimes we fall short of being perfect. Again, that's an expectation. What are you expecting of your parents? They give you shelter. They put food on the table. They give you clothing. That's good. Do they love you unconditionally? That's awesome. Hey, Perry, I'm here for you, man. And if you want to reach out to me, you get in touch with me. Your brother knows how. Until we talk, I love you, man. I'm glad you're doing okay right now. You take care.